Okay, today's episode of Caliber War. We're going to talk about one that I've had more than a few requests for from a pretty active follower that comments all the time, and I told him I was going to go ahead and do this so I didn't forget. So, you know who you are. This is for you. 8mm Remington Magnum. Based off 375 Holland case. So it is a belted cartridge with all the pluses and minuses that comes with. 99 grain case capacity. It's running a .323 bullet, so it's 8.2 millimeters in fact. Case length, again, it's based off 375 Holland, so 72.4 millimeters, meaning you're going to need a Magnum length action. This ain't something you can just drop in, right, rebarrel your 30-06 or something like that. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, I mean, it is if you got to carry the rifle a long way. For a bigger receiver, typically means a heavier weapon. But nonetheless, I mean, I think this cartridge kind of outdoes itself ballistically and kind of makes the weight worth it for certain types of game. Probably the closest ballistic match is going to be the 8x68mm S. It's a German cartridge, rebated ram, and it matches it fairly closely. But again, it is a completely different cartridge. That cartridge dates from 1939, so I have no doubt Remington got some ideas from that cartridge, but it's a completely different case. Like, it might be conceptually based in the 8x68, but it's definitely a whole new animal. All right, so what we're talking ballistically? Well, I've got information on two different 180 grain, two different 200 grain, and a 220 grain bullet. 180 grain ballistic tip, 33,315 feet per second, 4,394 pound-feet of energy. 180 grain protected point at 3210 and 4,119 pound-feet of energy. So, I mean, if I was going to go the 180 route with one, I'd probably lean more towards the ballistic tip type of thing. The 200 grains, I've got a bonded soft point at 3050 with 4,132 pound-feet of energy. And a 200 grain partition at 2,900 with 3,734 pound-feet of energy. Then a 220 grain soft point at 2,965 feet per second, 4,296 pound-feet of energy. That will take anything in North America reliably. You could take it to Africa and use it for your bigger antelope and stuff like that. It's a little light for Big 5, but then again, there's a reason 375 Holland's the standard there. Those animals do not take kindly to you being in their way. They certainly don't take kindly to being shot at, and you want almost an overabundance of power to make sure you take that animal clean, because if you piss it off, it's going to charge you. It's what a lot of people, I don't think, gets. The maximum SAMI pressure on this is going to be 65,000 PSI, so it's hot, but I mean, there are certainly higher pressure cartridges out there. I mean, solid choice in cartridge. Solid choice. I don't know how easy it is to find, but I mean, the ballistics are there. It'd be a good hunting round for sure, especially in North America.